Good evening, everyone, and welcome to FirstEnergy Stadium. A bit of a delay, but we are scheduled to play baseball with a now 7:30 start. So if that, in fact, is the first pitch, will be about a 45-minute delay from when we were set to begin this Game 5 of the 6-game stand between the Reading Fightin Phils and the Hartford Yard Goats. Turned out to be a pretty good series so far. Hartford and Reading right now tied at 2 games apiece going into this 5th game, which obviously will conclude tomorrow afternoon. Reading won Game 1 at 5-4 on the Tuesday morning game. Hartford won Game 2 on Wednesday, 9-4. Came right back on Thursday night, won it 5-4, and then the Phils finally got a bit of an offensive explosion last night. It took a long time. After a couple of solo home runs early, the Phils put 6 across in the bottom half of the 8th inning, and they won last night's ball game by a score of 8-2. So at 2-2, the Fightins now at 13-18 in the second half of the season. Hartford at 18-12. And a very interesting pitching matchup in the sense that both pitchers will be making their debut for their respective teams. Seth Johnson will get his first start in a Reading Fightin Phil uniform. Seth Johnson was acquired from the Baltimore Orioles organization right at the trade deadline, along with Moises Chase, and they were acquired from the Orioles for Gregory Soto. The irony of that is Moises Chase is making his debut, or at least was scheduled to make his debut, with the Jersey Shore Blue Claws tonight. So both Seth Johnson and Moises Chase are making their Philadelphia Phillies organizational debut on the same night. Seth Johnson is a 6'1" right-hander. He's 25 years of age. He was one of the top prospects in the Orioles organization, but he is still going through the process of recovering from Tommy John surgery. It's actually his 3rd organization. He was originally drafted by the Tampa Bay Rays back in 2019, and then traded by the Rays to the Orioles in a trade for Trey Mancini on August 1st of 2022. And the irony of that is he was traded even though he was in the process of already having had the Tommy John surgery. He had the Tommy John surgery in July of 2022. So he was with the Bowie Bay Sox this season, and in fact did pitch in that series at FirstEnergy Stadium when Bowie was here a few weeks ago. But he's been limited in his pitches and his innings so far in 2024, and as a result of that, his numbers are good with the exception of his won-and-loss record. He's 0-6 on the season, but he's got a very solid 2.63 earned run average. In 65 innings pitched, he's struck out 61, he's walked 35. So the numbers have been solid, but because he's not pitching long into games, he's in a position where if he doesn't pitch well early, and his team is behind, he's going to lose, but he's not pitching deep enough into games to pick up the win, and that's been the reason why the win column is non-existent so far for Seth Johnson. In fact, he's only pitched in 5 innings twice so far. The maximum number of pitches he's thrown in any one of his 18 starts in Bowie was 68. So we'll see how he goes and see how long he goes into tonight's game. Sean Sullivan is making his Double-A debut. He pitched for Spokane in the Hartford Yard Goats organization and pitched exceptionally well, 7-2 with a 2.16 earned run average, had over 100 strikes at High A. So he got the promotion to Double-A, and so he's making his Hartford debut, and Seth Johnson is making his Reading and Philadelphia Phillies debut in tonight's ball game. The lineups have been exchanged with the umpires, and so we are moments away from getting this game underway, a bit delayed, but it appears as if we are set to start playing baseball here in Baseball Town. And hopefully, once we get it started, we'll just keep right on trudging through and get the game in. There were some thunderstorms who blew through Berks County from about a little after 4 o'clock on. I know they put the tarp on the field at around 4:30 or so as it started to darken. The skies started to darken and the rumbling started. And so the tarp actually was pulled at around a little before 6 o'clock, maybe 5:45-ish or so, closer to 6. And we've had some showers off and on. We've had some lightning and thunder rumbling in and around and off in the distance over the course of the last half hour or so. But the ultimate answer was, and the situation was, is they don't want to get the pitchers warmed up. They don't want to start to warm up the pitchers, the starting pitchers, until they know they can get it started. Unfortunately, because obviously if you get started and they get started, they get warmed up, and then all of a sudden the rain comes, then their night is pretty much done. They don't want to have them restart. So that's why they opted to delay it until now, and thinking that the sky is in pretty good shape. So hopefully Mother Nature will cooperate, and we'll get this game 5 of this 6-game series underway tonight here in Baseball Town. Justin Crawford was off in last night's game, and we'll be back in the starting lineup. One of the top prospects in the Phillies organization. You're talking about Seth Johnson being acquired at the trade deadline. There are a lot of people who thought that Justin Crawford might ultimately be getting traded from the Phillies. That did not happen, and so he is here and figures to stay in Reading for a while and see how he can do playing pretty much every day here in Baseball Town. So again, the lineups have been exchanged with the umpires, and the Reading Fightin' Phils are about to take the field. We'll take a timeout. We're back with first pitch and the lineups as well here on the Reading Fightin' Phils Radio Network.
The Promax Fence Systems Foul Porch is an exclusive group experience. Located in our left field corner, groups of 20 to 30 people are treated to 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and drinks and a festive atmosphere. Regular season tickets are $37 for groups of 20 or more. Call us today at 610-370-BALL to reserve a spot for your group.
When you drive a vehicle so reliable it's backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty, you stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see what you're capable of in a vehicle that inspires confidence around every corner. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available. Warranties include 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain and 5-year 60,000-mile basic. Warranties are limited. See retailer for details.
Looking to try something new at a Fightin' Phils game this season? Give Briganti Wines a try. Briganti Wines is ran by former Fightin' Phils great and big leaguer Mike Costanzo. Briganti Wines comes from the vineyards in Italy's Abruzzo region. They are committed to quality, authenticity, and sustainability, attracting a loyal following of customers. Get a wide variety of Briganti Wines wherever it is sold at FirstEnergy Stadium this season. Visit BrigantiWines.com to learn more.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Berks County Mental Health and Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and suicide prevention with 3 simple words. Are you okay? The help is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide hurts and affects everyone, but help is here. We will work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-379-2007.
Welcome back to FirstEnergy Stadium. My name is Bob McCool. Gets set for another night of baseball here in Reading. The 18-12 Hartford Yard Goats and the 13-8 Reading Fightin' Phils. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Yard Goats. Adiel Amador also got a night off last night. He was back in the top spot and will play at second base. Vladimir Restituyo, the designated hitter tonight for the Goats. He bats second. Yankael Fernandez will bat third. He's in right field. Warming Bernable in the cleanup spot. He's at third base. Sterling Thompson bats fifth. He's at left field. Zach Kakaska is bats sixth and is at first base. Roniker Palmer bats seventh. He's a catcher. Braden Ward is in center field and batting eighth. And Nick Kent is batting ninth and playing at shortstop. And again, that lineup facing Seth Johnson, making his Reading debut and his Philadelphia Phillies organization debut as well. Seth Johnson acquired from the Baltimore Orioles along with Moises Chassé for Gregory Soto at the trade deadline, and the right-hander making his Fightin's debut. He's originally from Concord, North Carolina, played his college baseball at Campbell University, drafted by the Tampa Bay Rays in 2019 in the collective bargaining round A, a competitive balance draft portion of the draft, in round A, that is. He was the overall number 40 pick in 2019. Again, traded by the Rays in August of 2022 to the Orioles, and then traded to the Phillies at the end of July from Baltimore. So he will pitch somewhere in the 50, 60 pitch range, I would imagine. Again, his high pitch count on the season is 68. There is a designated pitch count, I'm sure, for Seth Johnson, and we'll see how long he will go. As we are set to go, Phil's playing in some special jerseys tonight, Harry Potter jerseys, and some of those jerseys, of course, will be auctioned off before tonight's game is over with. And we are set to go. 7:36 will be our first pitch, so a bit of a delay to get started, but we are underway here in Baseball Town. Our game time temperature is 72 degrees. Humidity lessening a little bit as the storms rolled through. Wind at about 6 miles an hour, although the American flag on top of the Redners Event Center is still right now. And Adiel Amador takes the first pitch from Seth Johnson for a ball. Right-hander winds and delivers. And a swing and a miss from Amador. He's hitting at 204 on the season, 6 doubles, 9 home runs, and 31 RBIs. He is 2 for 12 in this series, and both of those hits are home runs. And he had the night off last night, one of the top prospects in the Rockies organization. Signed by Colorado in 2019 as international free agent from the Dominican Republic. 1 ball and 1 strike to the switch hitter. Just misses outside. It's 2-1. Seth Johnson with a fastball that's 95 and plus. Curve, slider, and a change. The fastball and the slider are his 2 best pitches. 2 balls and a strike to Amador. Swing and a miss. At the fastball that was at about 94 miles an hour. Amador comes up empty. It's 2-2. Amador started and stopped. They appeal. They say he did not go around. And some head scratching in the Phil's dugout that they certainly thought he went around, but they say he did not. And so the count is now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Fouls this one down the third baseline. Long run for Otto Kemp. He'll run out of room. Rest of the defense for the Phils. Ethan Wilson back in left. Justin Crawford is in center. Gabriel Rincones is in right. Carson Taylor at first. Trevor Schwecke at second base. Eric Brito at short. As I mentioned, Otto Kemp is at third base. And Josh Bro is behind the plate for the Fightins tonight. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And we'll go again to Amador. Lines this one into right field. Rincones goes back, and he has some room, and he'll make the catch. On a run to his right, Gabriel Rincones squeezes it for out number 1. Off the bat, looked like it might find a gap, but Rincones was playing him that way, well off the line, and closed that gap and makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Vladimir Restituyo. Restituyo hitting at 277 on the season, 13 doubles, 4 home runs, and 40 RBIs. He swings at the first pitch, lifts this one to center field. Justin Crawford barely has to move, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. So some good scouting showing up early on. It's Rincones playing Amador a little bit to the right center field gap, and he was in good position to make the catch, and Justin Crawford didn't have to move for the fly ball from Restituyo. That'll bring up Yanquiel Fernandez. Had a great series so far for the Goats. He's hitting at 284 on the season, 10 home runs and 46 RBIs. One of those home runs coming in this series. And the first pitch to the left-hand hitter is outside for a ball. Fernandez 8 for 18 so far in the series. 21-year-old who was one of the top prospects in the Rockies organization when this season began, number 3 to be exact. And the second pitch to him is up and away. It's 2-0. Signed by the Rockies as international free agent, native of Havana, Cuba. Signed by the Rockies in 2019. 2-0 pitch to him. Fouls this one straight back. It's 2-1. Fernandez has 2 of his 16 doubles on the season in this series to go along with that home run. It's 46 RBIs, 3rd best on the Yard Goat team. 2-1 pitch. Just misses outside. It's 2-1. Excuse me, it's 3-1. Chad Patterson calling the balls and strikes tonight. Jared Dewerson is at first base. Zdenek Zidek is at third base in our Eastern League three-man umpiring crew. 3 balls and 1 strike to Yanquiel Fernandez, who swings and misses at this pitch. Not sure if that, maybe he fouled it off and it fouled off his foot. The ball ended up in front of home plate. It seemed like, or sound like, the ball hit the bat, but apparently it must have. And he fouled it off his foot. So the count is 3-2 now to Fernandez. Johnson takes his look in, winds and delivers. Up high, ball 4, and Fernandez works the walk. So he is a 2-out base runner. And Warming Bernable will step to the plate. Bernable's had a good series as well. He's got 5 hits and 15 at-bats. 262 average on the season, 7 home runs and 54 RBIs. Bernable back in Hartford for his second season, although last season was hampered by a back injury that cost him 6 weeks on the IL. First pitch to him is lifted deep into left field. Ethan Wilson will go back to the wall and look up, and that is out of here. Warming Bernable with a high, towering 2-run home run onto the deck in left field, and the Yard Goats yet again jump out on top in this series, 2-0. 8th home run of the season for Bernable, 55th and 56 RBIs. That will tie him for team high with Zach Kokoska on the RBI lead for the Yard Goats. Last night was the first game of this series where the Phils scored first, with Marcus Lee Sang hitting a leadoff home run the bottom of the first last night. Gave the Phils their first lead in this series. Obviously, they won a couple of games, but Hartford had scored the first run in the first 2 games. And they do it again here in this 5th game. Now 2-0 to Sterling Thompson, who's just 1 for 12 in this series. That one was a home run. Thompson at 237 on the season. Johnson's 2-0 pitch. Beats it foul down the first baseline. Bobby Meacham, the first-year manager for the Yard Goats, coaches at third. Luis Lopez coaches at first. 2 balls and 1 strike to Sterling Thompson. Thompson, also a highly regarded prospect with the Rockies. The number 5 prospect, is now 23 years of age. And they'll fist this one into center field for a base hit. 3rd straight base runner now for the Yard Goats. After Seth Johnson retired the first 2 batters on a couple of fly balls. Walk, home run, and now single. Puts Sterling Thompson on first base with 2 outs, and Zach Kokoska now steps to the plate. Kokoska 224 in the season. Numbers are good for Kokoska and everything but the batting average. He's got 19 doubles on the year. He's got 15 home runs on the year, 56 RBIs. But hitting at just 224. He's 4 for 10 in this series with a couple of doubles. And the first pitch to him is in the dirt. So what started out as a solid start for Seth Johnson is turning into a long first inning. For a guy, as I said, who's on a limited number of pitches. He's at 20 pitches already, as he works a 1-0 count to Zach Kokoska. Johnson pitching from the stretch. Takes a look over his shoulder. Swing and a miss as Kokoska cannot catch up to the high fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. The crowd making its way into FirstEnergy Stadium tonight, despite the thunder clouds that blew through Berks County over the course of the late afternoon. 1-1 pitch is a pickoff attempt instead, and no problem for Thompson to get back in. He didn't have not have much of a lead. Mega Blast fireworks scheduled to follow this one tonight. Philly Fanatic will be here tomorrow for the 5:15 start. 1-1 pitch to Kokoska. Another swing and a miss and a fastball. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Johnson really hasn't uncorked a fastball at its prime so far. Again, he can top 95 and 96, but so far it's been in the 94 to 95 range. But has been up in the strike zone. So now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Zach Kokoska. This one is down low. It's 2-2. Thompson dancing off of first base, acting as if he's going to start running, but never really actually took off. Got a good lead now. And that's up high again. It's 3-2. So the struggles are continuing right now for Seth Johnson in this first inning. He walked 1 batter. That came back to haunt them on the 2-run home run, and now he's 3-2 to Zach Kokoska with a runner at first and 2 outs. They will not hold on Thompson now. He'll get a great lead and get off on the pitch on 3-2. And Kokoska beats it foul, and Thompson will have to come back to first. So 25 pitches now for Seth Johnson here in this first. He's still not out of the woods. That's inside and hit him, and it was ball 4. So one way or another, Kokoska was getting on base. It hit his foot. So Thompson will move up to second. Kokoska at first, and that's going to bring Phil Kaderi to the pitcher's mound. This inning started out great for Seth Johnson, but it has gone off the rails here with two runs across and 2 runners on, and still 2 outs. Ball definitely hit Kokoska. He's kind of trying to shake it off down the first baseline as Phil Kaderi and Josh Bro spend some time on the mound with Seth Johnson. Roniker Palma is the batter due up for the Yard Goats. I want to thank one of tonight's Mega Bus sponsor in T-Mobile. T-Mobile is America's largest 5G and best 5G coverage in the game. Thank them for being a great sponsor in 2024 with the Reading Fightin' Phils. Phil Kaderi's words of wisdom are complete. He heads back to the dugout. Josh Bro talks to his infielders in terms of what to do in the event of either a runner taking off or ground balls, reminding them 2 outs in the inning. Force at any bag as Palma bats. Roniker Palmer batting at .214 on the season, 1 home run. It came in this series. And the first pitch to him is a slider, it looked like, for a called strike 1. So you say it was a 4-seam fastball at 93, but it looked like it had a little bit of movement to it. Regardless, it's no balls and 1 strike to Palma. Slaps this one the other way, knocked down by Taylor. Schwecke to first base. In time to Johnson covering. Great job on the recovery, off the glove of the first baseman Taylor to Schwecke, and Johnson got over to cover, and that gets the Phils out of any further damage for the Goats in the first. 2 runs, 2 hits, and 2 men left on base. We'll take a break, and when we come back to Baseball Town, the home team bats for the first time.
The Promax Fence Systems Foul Porch is an exclusive group experience. Located in our left field corner, groups of 20 to 30 people are treated to 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and drinks and...
Empowering communities one relationship at a time is our commitment at Tompkins. Our customers have thrived thanks to our focus on local lending and their commitment to the customers they serve.
They do a great job, everything for us, from our banking, our insurance, to our wealth management.
Tompkins has always been there for us.
We see a long relationship with Tompkins. They're good people.
Tompkins, banking, insurance, wealth. Member FDIC equal housing lender. Investment and insurance products are not FDIC insured, not bank guaranteed, and may lose value.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider of the Phils. International Fireworks shoots every fireworks show throughout the season, including 9 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a nearby retail store in Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the Phils.
Here is the starting lineup for the Reading Fightin Phils, presented by Golden Oaks Landscaping. Justin Crawford back in the leadoff spot, and he's playing in center field. Gabriel Rinconis bats second, he's in right. Otto Kemp bats third, and he's at third. Josh Bro is the cleanup hitter, and he's catching. Carson Taylor batting fifth is at first base. Kendall Simmons, the designated hitter tonight for the Phils, is batting in the sixth spot. Trevor Schwecke bats seventh and is at second base. Ethan Wilson bats eighth, he's in left field. And Eric Brito is batting ninth and at shortstop. Sean Sullivan, the left-hander, deals to Justin Crawford, who takes the first pitch for a ball. Crawford at .333 so far after his call up to Reading, 14 for 42 as a Reading Fightin Phils. 4 extra base hits, all doubles as he fouls this one out of play, and he's driven in 4 as well. He's 5 for 13 in this series. Did have last night off. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike to the left-hand hitting Crawford. Back through the box, and it's there for Kent behind second base, and he'll make the play. So it went right through the legs of the pitcher, Sean Sullivan. But Nick Kent, the shortstop, cheating over, was in prime position. And he throws out Justin Crawford at first base for out number 1. The ball never touched the glove of Sullivan. But it certainly went through the 5-hole, and it's 1 out, and Gabriel Rinconis will bat. Rinconis 3 for 11 in this series, is hitting at .270. And the first pitch to him is inside for a ball. The defense behind Sullivan. Sterling Thompson is in left. Braden Ward is in center. Yanquiel Fernandez is in right field. Zach Akuska at first. Adiel Amador at second. Nick Kent, who just made that play at short. Warren Burnable is at third. And Roniker Palma is behind the plate. The pitch to Rinconis is a changeup that's over for a called strike. It's 1-1. Rinconis with 5 home runs and 9 RBIs on the season. Turns on this one, drives it down the first base line, but it's hooking just foul as it hits on the home plate area of the bullpen for the Fightin Phils. And so now it's 1-2 to Rinconis. First 4 batters in Al Padrique's lineup tonight all had last night off. Crawford, Rinconis, Kemp, and Bro. 1-2 pitch, lined into right field. That's going to be a base hit. Gabriel Rinconis will get the Phils' first hit of the night. On the line drive into right field, just over the outstretched glove of the second baseman, Adiel Amador, and that'll bring up Otto Kemp. Kemp having a good series. He's 5 for 12. Couple extra base hits with a double and a triple. .266 batting average on the season. 9 home runs and 28 RBIs. 24-year-old from Fullerton, California, sets in the batter's box. First pitch, swings and a miss and a changeup. Way out in front. So Sullivan immediately pulls the string on the changeup, the first pitch that Kemp sees. Rinconis takes his lead off of first. Sullivan delivers. Kemp lifts this one up. Foul territory, first base side. Kukuska, the first baseman. Palma, the catcher, collide, but Palma holds on. They both called for it, and they both talked to each other a little bit, but Palma held on to it. Generally, when a fielder is coming, they kind of take over for the catcher because it's an easier grab with a regular mitt than a catcher's mitt. But Palma stuck to it and held on for the out. That's 2 down now in the inning, and it will bring up Josh Bro. Bro 2 for 8 in the series. Right-handed hitter. Pick-off attempt. Rinconis not with a very big lead. He gets back standing up. Bro played in the Yankees organization up until the end of June and was released, playing for Somerset at the time. Philadelphia's Phillies organization picked him up immediately. Rinconis takes off. Bro swings through it. The throw down to second base is in time, and Rinconis is caught stealing for the third and final out of the inning. So for the Phils in the first, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and ultimately nobody left on base. 1 inning complete in baseball town. 2-0 Hartford on top.
Empowering communities one relationship at a time is our commitment at Tompkins. Our customers have thrived thanks to our focus on local lending and their commitment to the customers they serve.
They do a great job, everything for us from our banking, our insurance, to our wealth management.
Tompkins has always been there for us.
We see a long relationship with Tompkins.
The Seidel Auto Group deck is a great spot for all fans with a summer picnic life and great tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you might even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in the home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $34 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit rfields.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Humane Pennsylvania is an innovative national leader in animal welfare with adoption centers, accredited nonprofit veterinarian hospitals, emergency animal rescue services, community pet assistance programs, and a free community dog park. At HPA, we are passionate about going the extra base to keep your pets healthy and happy at home with you. With a variety of services and different ways and times to access them and variable pricing, Humane Pennsylvania is here to provide your pets with exceptional care, how, when, and where they need it. Visit humanepa.org for more information.
International Fireworks is the official sponsor of the Phillies Fireworks Show during the 2024 season. Head to their store, 242 Sycamore Road in Douglasville. Mega Blast Fireworks to follow tonight's ball games. The International Fireworks, of course, the big part, the people behind all of that, as Braden Ward leads off against Seth Johnson here in the second inning. And the first pitch to the left-hand hitter is up high for a ball. 1-0 pitch is on the inside corner for a strike. It's 1-1. Ward, 295 on the season, 5 home runs and 18 RBIs. He's 2 for 10 in the series. 1-1 pitch coming from Johnson is there again. Pretty much the same spot, although the last one was a fastball. This one is a curveball. It's now 1-2. That's up and in again. This time too far up and in. It's 2-2. Ward batted in the leadoff spot last night with Amador getting the night off. Tonight at 295, he's batting 8th. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and that will be out number 1 and the first strikeout for Seth Johnson. Johnson with his time in Bowie had 61 strikeouts in 65 innings, but he did also walk 35. Again, he walked 1 in this first inning, and it came back to hurt him as the following batter, Warren Burnham, will hit a 2-run home run. First pitch swinging is Nick Kent down the first base line. Long run for Rincones into foul territory, and the right fielder will make the catch. Nice job by Gabriel Rincones. Went a long way to get it, and ultimately in foul territory made the grab for out number 2. So a much more efficient so far first 2, and this is where Johnson ran into trouble in the first inning. Got the first 2 outs and then ran into trouble. But he needs a quick inning here. He's at 34 pitches right now as Amador at the top of the order come to the plate. Amador flew out to right field his first time up, and the first pitch is up high. That's where Johnson's been missing predominantly, is up high. Comes with the off-speed pitch there. The curveball is good for a strike. It's 1-1. Now Amador will call time. Again, outfield shades him way over the other way. That's why Rincones was able to make the catch on him the first time up, and this time he swings and misses. If Adiel Amador, with his ability to run, would pull a ball down the first base line, he would run for a long time. 1 ball and 2 strikes to him right now as he missed that off-speed pitch. And does not get him to chase the low and away sinker. It's 2-2. Again, fastball, curve, slider, and change is the listing of pitches for Seth Johnson. 2-2 pitch. Just misses. I think Bro thought it was a strike. Seth Johnson thought it was a strike, but it's 3-2. 2 down, top of the second. Swing and a miss, strike three. Gets him ultimately in the end for his second strikeout, both of them in this inning, and a 1-2-3 inning for Seth Johnson. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We'll take a break. We come back to the bottom of the second inning. It's 2-0 Hartford.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 75 years of senior living.
The Fightin Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, J.P. Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's J.P. Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Bottom of the second inning brought to you by Cornwall Manor, an active senior living not-for-profit community in scenic Cornwall, Pennsylvania, outside of Lebanon. The Crazy Hot Dog vendor entertaining the masses here at FirstEnergy Stadium in between innings. And now it's Josh Bro who will step to the plate for the Fightins here in inning number 2 with the Phillies down 2-0. Bro, 2 for 8 in the series, 245. Again, he was at the plate when Gabriel Rincones was thrown out stealing to finish the second, so he starts anew here in the top, or excuse me, thrown out stealing to finish the first. He starts anew here in the top of the second. First pitch to him is over for a called strike. Left-hander Sean Sullivan on the mound. Delivers the pitch, the off-speed pitch, the changeup that Bro missed times, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sullivan, 6'4", 190-pounder, left-hander, originally from Boston, Massachusetts. Drafted by the Rockies the second round of 2023 draft out of Wake Forest. So he's on the fast track already in Double-A. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Bro is retired on 3 pitches. First strikeout for Sullivan. Again, in Spokane, the high A affiliate, he had 101 strikeouts in 83 and a third innings pitched. Gave up just 62 hits, 101 strikeouts, and 8 walks. We talked last night about Robinson Pena and his phenomenal season so far. He's now similar numbers at over 100 strikeouts and 12 walks. As this one's beat on the ground by Taylor, a couple hops. Kokoska will get Sullivan to cover. The pitcher steps on the bag for the second out. And the Phils quickly have 2 outs here in this second inning. So it goes Kokoska to the pitcher Sullivan covering for out number 2. I'll bring Kendall Simmons to the plate. Simmons at 258 is the designated hitter tonight for the Fightin Phils. 9 home runs and 27 RBIs for the 24-year-old. And first pitch is inside for a ball. It's been an economy of pitches so far for Sullivan. That's just his 15th pitch. Simmons beats this one fouled at the third baseline in the direction of Al Padrique, the manager for the Fightin Phils. The third base box. Carl Allison in the first base coaching box for the Phils, who are wearing their Harry Potter jerseys tonight. 1 ball and 1 strike. Simmons pops this one straight up in the behind home plate. Palmer will give it chase, and the catcher will make the grab. That's already 2 grabs in foul territory for the catcher, and the Phils go quietly and quickly in the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. 2 complete. It's 2-0 Hartford on top.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 75 years of senior living.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feaser's, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg. We head to the third. We want to thank our good friends at Pepsi for presenting the 2024 season here in Baseball Town. Go Fightin Phils and drink more Pepsi. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Yard Goats here in the third. Vladimir Restituyo, Yanquiel Fernandez, and Warming Burnable. Restituyo flew out to center field his first time up, facing Seth Johnson. Back out to work for inning number 3. First pitch, there for a strike. So we'll see how long Johnson is destined to go here. No activity as of yet in the Fightin Phils bullpen. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Good one there from Johnson. Got Restituyo chasing after it. It's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. And the maximum number of pitches that Johnson threw in his time with Bowie was 68, but pretty much usually around the 4, maybe 5 inning range. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, D-right 3. He gets Restituyo on 3 straight pitches. And Johnson has now struck out 3 of the last 4 batters he's faced, as Yanquiel Fernandez will step to the plate. Fernandez got the inning started last time he was at the plate for the Yard Goats by walking. And the man on deck, Warming Burnable, hit a 2-run home run. First pitch to Fernandez is over for a called strike. So Johnson throwing strikes right now. Fernandez started and stopped, but they said he did not go around, and the pitch was up and away. It's 1-1. Fernandez split last season between Spokane and Hartford, played 58 at Spokane, 56 games at Hartford. As he fists this one into left field, Ethan Wilson will track it down and make it a catch for out number 2. And that'll bring up Warming Burnable. Again, Burnable with the 2-run home run his last time up, his 8th of the season. And now with 56 RBIs, he'll walk to the plate from the right-hand side with 2 outs here in the third. And first pitch over for a strike. So Johnson may be settled down. Certainly some nerves on his part, making his first start with a new team. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 95 on the radar gun that time, and Burnable swings through it. And he's quickly in a no balls and 2 strike count. Right back comes Johnson. This one rolled towards short. Brito up with it, and Eric Brito makes the play, and a good, solid inning for Seth Johnson in the third. For Hartford, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We'll head to the bottom of the third. It's still 2-0 Yard Goats.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 75 years of senior living.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feaser's, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg. Bottom half of the third inning is presented to you by Swartz Carlton PC. You expect reliable and experienced attorneys who are committed to getting you justice after a serious personal injury. Call Swartz Carlton today at 1-800-JUSTICE. My name is Bob McCool. As the Reading Fightin Phils battle the Hartford Yard Goats in Game 5 of this 6-game series. The series even at 2 games apiece. The score tonight, 2-0 Hartford on top, as Trevor Schwecke leads it off for the Fightin Phils here at the bottom of the 7th. Lines this one into right field, but Yanquiel Fernandez will track it down and make the catch. Schwecke hit it hard, but Fernandez was there for the grab, and 1 pitch and 1 out here in the third. Schwecke to be followed by Ethan Wilson and Eric Brito. Wilson, one of the stars of last night's game. He is 4 for 7 in his series. The 4 hits, 2 doubles, 2 home runs, and 4 RBIs in the series as well. His 3-run home run last night helped break this game open in the Phils' favor. Got a chance to talk with him last night as our player of the game, and he simply said, "I'm done tinkering." He said, "I'm working with Brock Stassi a lot." He's been frustrated because he had solid numbers last year and just never able to get it going this year. Last year here in Reading, he hit .250 with 17 home runs. The home run last night just his 4th, and he's hitting .218, despite going 4 for 7 in this series. It's 1 ball and 1 strike now to the left-handed hitter. And he beats this one foul off the facing of the Savage 61 dugout suite. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. You could sense I could sense a very determined nature to Ethan Wilson last night. Very much of just thinking too much, tinkering too much, all of that. That's what happens when you're struggling to get hits. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's over for a called strike. Great pitch there by Sullivan. It locked up Ethan Wilson. And that's the 2nd strikeout for Sullivan, the 2nd out here in this inning. And the young lefties looked solid so far, giving up just 1 hit, has not walked a batter. As Eric Brito steps to the plate. Brito 2 for 11 in the series, is 7 for 34 since his call up from Jersey Shore. Right-handed hitter takes the first pitch for a called strike. This young man is just throwing strikes right now. And his numbers, as I gave them to you from High A Spokane, would indicate that. 101 strikeouts and just 8 walks as Brito lunges at the changeup and just gets a piece of it. Again, drafted a season ago from Wake Forest and already in Double-A. And tonight, his Double-A debut. So it's no balls and 2 strikes to Eric Brito with 2 outs here in the third. Lifts this one in the air, left field shallow. Sterling Thompson struggling with it, and the shortstop, Nick Kent, bails him out. Thompson was struggling to find it, and Nick Kent, the shortstop, ranged far back into shallow left field and makes the catch that will retire the side for the Fightins in the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. 3 complete. It's still 2-0 Goats.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor celebrates 75 years of community living. That's right, it goes to your area hospital. You might just be helping a family member, a friend, or a neighbor. Call Miller Keystone Blood Center, the only community blood center servicing your local hospital. 1-800-BA-DONOR, or go to giveapint.org. We're located at 1047 Old Burnville Road, just behind classic Harley-Davidson.
Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier family-owned food distributor. Feasers, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
That's the Tom Sturgis Pretzels High-Low Game.
Grounds Crew is brought to you by Deer Country.
Every Tuesday, all active and military veterans receive $3 off box seats thanks to the residents at Village Greens. The Ring Fight Phils will be back here on Tuesday, August the 13th for the next home series. And we'll hear from the 13th of August through Sunday the 18th of August. They'll take on the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. After tomorrow's Game 6 series finale, the Phils will head to Akron, Ohio, take on the Rubber Ducks for 6 games beginning on Tuesday. As Sterling Thompson leads off for the Yard Goats here in the 4th. And the first pitch from Seth Johnson is a curveball that's over for a called strike. Thompson singled his first time up. And he rips this one into right field, but Rinconis is right there, and he'll make the catch. Round number 1, Thompson hit it hard, but the right fielder squeezes it for the out. Still no action yet in the Phils bullpen, so it looks like Johnson is here for the 4th for sure. That's 51 pitches so far as Kokoska now leads. Steps to the box. Kokoska was hit by a pitch his last time up. First pitch to him is up high. Kokoska started and stopped. Fastball at 94. That's ball 1. Kokoska drives this one into right field. That's going to find the pool. Zach Kokoska was not sure if it was high enough to clear the fence, and it did, and it splashed into the pool for the home run. It's 3-0. Yard Goats on top. 16th home run of the season for Kokoska. That's team high for Hartford. It's also his team high 57th RBI. And it will bring up Ronica Palmer. Palmer grounded out his first time up. First pitch, up high for a ball. Second pitch is there for a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to Ronica Palmer. Another one up high. It's 2-1. In his 18 starts at Bowie, Johnson gave up 5 home runs. There's a slow roller. Otto Kemp charges, bare hands, and they say he's safe at first. Well, Otto Kemp did everything he could on the little dribbler in front of him. Charged it, barehanded it, made the throw. And I don't think the first base dugout for the Fightin' Phils is too happy with the call. I think they thought he got him. But Ronica Palmer's safe, so that's going to be a base hit for him. And it's going to be the 4th hit of the night for the Yard Goats. Palmer at first base with 1 out for Braden Ward. Joe's bunt pops it up, foul, and straight back and into foul territory. Palma takes his lead off of first. Johnson from the stretch. Takes a look back. Delivers to the plate. No indication of a bunt there. Ward takes it for a strike. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Now Ward will call timeout. Ward, a strikeout victim, his first time up. Takes that one away. It's 1-2. Ward started the season as well at Spokane. Played 32 games there. Hit .340. Also had 18 stolen bases before being promoted on May the 21st playing at Hartford. And he's done well here. He's hit .295 here in Hartford. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Misses. It's 2-2. People standing around down in the Phil's bullpen. Somebody's got their sweatshirt off and standing on the mound, but not throwing any pitches as of yet. 61 pitches now for Seth Johnson. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the batter as he beats it foul. Staying alive at 2-2. Palma, not a big lead at first. This one fouled straight back as Ward stays alive, making Johnson's pitch count continue to rise. We'll try to get it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Misses low again. It's 3-2. And with that now, some activity in the Phil's bullpen. It's like Cody Ash is the first man up and throwing. 3-2 pitch. Lifted straight up in the infield. Burrito, the shortstop, will call it right by the second base bag for out number 2. They'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, Nick Kent, who flew out to right field his first time up. Johnson will look to get one last out here and would imagine that his night will be over once this 4th inning comes to an end. Kent takes one inside for a ball. 3-0 Hartford on top. It's been the long ball. 2-run home run for Warning Burnable and a solo home run for Zach Kokoska. Palma at first takes his lead. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch that had Kent way out in front. This one lined into left field. It's going to fall for a base hit. Ethan Wilson gets over to cut it off. Palma with a big turnaround second, and that's as far as they'll go. So Nick Kent comes up with the Yard Goats' 3rd hit of this inning, 5th hit of the ball game. And that'll flip the lineup around as well to Adael Amador. Amador 0 for 2 so far in the ball game. And that's probably going to be it, I think. Here comes Al Padrique. So it looks like the night is going to end now for Seth Johnson as the manager, Al Padrique, headed to the mound. Hasn't made the call yet. So we'll wait and see. There it is. He does indeed make the signal to the bullpen. So Seth Johnson's debut in Reading comes to an end with 2 outs in the 4th inning. We'll take a break, come back and talk about the new pitcher into the ballgame for the Fightins when we come back after this.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 75 years of senior living.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary
To enjoy
needs?
a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson.
Visit Feasers.com today to experience a difference in working with a top
Cheers to 1893 boldly blended cola, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
No further than FeasersDirect.com.
Burke's Packing is a family-owned
Clicks, discover the convenience of having your
here in
culinary
Reading,
essentials
specializing
ready
in
for
hot
pickup.
dog,
Our
ham,
headquarters,
specialty meats, and more. Burke's Packing provides America's classic ballpark with quality products.
So the Hartford University Golden Wolves call the bullpen, brings in Connor Ash, making his 24th appearance of the season. He's made 8 starts, and obviously the others out of the bullpen 0-4 with a 3.19 earned run average. Facing Adiel Amador with 2 on and 2 out. First pitch up high for a ball. Ash in 42 and a third innings pitched. He's given up 32 hits. He struck out 43. He has walked 26. Takes a look back at second. Comes with his 1-0 pitch. It's in the dirt. It's 2-0. Amador flew out to right, struck out in 2 plate appearances. Now 2 for 14 in the series. Again, his only 2 hits have been home runs. Palmer, the runner at second, he singled. Kent, the runner at first, he also singled. That pitch is way up high. It's 3-0. Ash immediately goes back and grabs the rosin bag. That's 3 balls and no strikes to Adiel Amador. Hits it hard and fouled on the first baseline. Headed toward the Phil's bullpen. 3 balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. High fastball that Amador couldn't catch up to, or maybe more appropriately couldn't get up to. And so now it's 3-2. So with 2 outs, the runners will be off. Tapped right side. Carson Taylor, the first baseman, will field it, and he'll step on the bag for the 3rd and final out. So Connor Ash comes in out of bullpen and gets the out that he was looking for. Hartford does get a run in the inning on the home run by Kakaska. There were 3 total hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. The score now after 3.5, Hartford 3, Reading nothing.
Are you ready to embark on the adventure of retirement? Welcome to the Highlands at Wyomissing, where over 35 years of experience have perfected the art of senior living. Nestled on over 113 acres of serene landscape, our community offers a haven for active seniors seeking tranquility and excitement alike. Discover a lifestyle enriched with stunning amenities and engaging activities, all within the premier nonprofit life care community in Berks County. Bid farewell to home maintenance and embrace more quality time with loved ones as you enjoy a calendar brimming with thrilling events and trips. Experience the security, independence, and boundless opportunities that await you at the Highlands of
To enjoy
Wyoming.
a perfectly
Call us
crafted
today and unlock
1893 from the
possibilities
makers
your
of
retirement.
Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A
Visit the
dash of
Brentwood
cola nut
Industries
extract,
Fightin Phil's
a
team
hint
store to stay
of
repped
real
all
sugar,
season long.
a
Head
splash
to our
of
store at
sparkling
FirstEnergy
water,
Stadium
and a
or
generous
online
amount
at
of attractive
hartford.com/shop.
spokesperson. Trust me,
We have a
I'm
wide
gorgeous.
variety of Fightin Phil's hats, jerseys,
Cheers
kids
to
apparel, and much more.
1893
Looking for
boldly
something
blended
new?
colas,
Check out
a
our
delicious
brand new
balancing
pinstripe and
act
Los
of premium
Luchadores
ingredients
jerseys.
from the
Root for your
makers of
Fightin' Phil
Pepsi
style
Cola.
and stop by the Brentwood Industries
Berks
Fightin Team
Packing is a
store
family
or
operated meat
arphils.com/shop.
processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dog, ham, specialty meats, and more. Berks.
We head to the bottom half of the fourth inning, 3-0. Hartford on top, 3 runs on 5 hits for the Goats, no runs on just 1 hit for the Fightin' Phils. On the top of the order, Justin Crawford to the plate now against Sean Sullivan. First pitch, Crawford swings and fouls it away. Crawford grounded out to short his first time up. Ball right back through the box and right back through the legs of the pitcher, Sean Sullivan. But shortstop Nick Kent was there behind the bag for the grab and ultimately the putout. A 1 pitch. Towards short again. Kent has to backhand this one, has to make the quick throw, and Kokoska can't scoop it. Crawford is safe. We'll see how they call it. It's a tough play for Kent because he knew he had a hustle with Crawford running. But if Kokoska backhands it, Crawford is out. He is safe, however, at first. And I'll bring up Gabriel Rincones, who has the only hit of the game for the Phillies. No, he doesn't, because they do give Crawford a hit on it. So 2 hits now in a game for the Fightins. As Crawford picks up his 6th hit of this series, Rincones to the plate. Single to right field his first time up. And the first pitch to him is up and in for a ball. Rincones at 270 on the season when tonight's game began. He's got 5 home runs and 9 RBIs. Lines this in the right field. That's going to fall for a base hit. It's going to roll all the way to the fence. Crawford around second, and he'll get the stop sign at third. Rincones safe at second. The ball gets away, but it rolls towards the third baseman, Burnable, and nobody can advance. So Gabriel Rincones 2 for 2. That one will go down as a double. His 7th double of the season, and the Phils have their first 2 men on board here in the inning, and nobody out. So a single for Crawford, a double for Rincones, and that'll bring Otto Kemp to the plate. Kemp fouled out to the catcher's first time up. 5 for 12 in his series with a couple extra base hits is Otto Kemp. That's way outside for a ball. Pretty much played Kemp straight away, all the way around, both infield and out. Started and stopped, pitches up high. Palma fakes down to third base, gets Crawford diving back in, although Burnable, the third baseman, was not there to cover. So it's 2 balls and no strikes now to Otto Kemp. Great spot for him to sit in. And it's outside again. It's 3-0. So we'll see if Al Padrique gives Otto Kemp the green light here or not. Sullivan really hasn't been all that close in those 3 pitches to Kemp so far. He did get the green light and he fouled it straight back. It's 3-1. Justin Crawford, the runner at third. Gabriel Rincones, the runner at second. Nobody out. Bottom half of the 4th inning. Phil's trail at 3-0. Way outside, ball 4. So Kent works the walk. First walk, Sullivan surrenders. And now the Fightins have it loaded. Tying run comes to the plate in the presence of the cleanup hitter, Josh Bro. And now a conversation at the mound as Ronica Palmer, the catcher, is headed out to talk to this young lefty. Bro struck out the last time up on 3 pitches. But he saw a little bit more from Sullivan before that. He was at the plate in the first inning when Rincones tried to steal second and got thrown out. So he's seen 5 pitches, my memory is right, from Sullivan. Rincones, I'm pretty sure, stole on the second pitch of Bro's at bat in the first. So bases loaded, nobody out. Bottom half of the 4th inning. Bro swings and fouls the first pitch out of play. Bro with 4 home runs since he donned a Reading Fightin' Phil's uniform at the very end of June, beginning of July, after being released by the Yankees. Played at both Somerset and Scranton at AAA. While in his time with the Yankees organization, 0-1 pitch to him. Inside, ball 1. Big, strong dude at the plate at 6'1" and 230 pounds is Josh Bro. 1 ball, 1 strike to him. Way inside, it's 2-1. Time for him to be patient here. Sullivan suddenly in some trouble here in this 4th inning for the first time. And the young lefty now maybe struggling with the strike zone a bit. He walked Kemp on 5 pitches. He's now 2-1 to Josh Bro. Fouls this one's down the first baseline. Palma and Kokoska will give it chase, but it's behind the Phil's dugout now to play. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Phil's trying to get their first run across. Down 3-0. Seems like they've been fighting out of a hole almost the better part of this entire series. That's outside. It's 3-2. So he's got to come with something here. Bases are loaded. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Josh Bro. Lifts it straight up in the infield. First baseman Kokoska waits, and dropped it. Ball is on the ground. Crawford's trying to come home. They throw it home, and he's out at home. So the infield fly rule is called, but again, now Kemp takes off running to first base. They're going to throw him out. So that's going to end the inning. That is just an incredibly bad play by the Phillies. The infield fly rule is called on that pop-up. So Bro is out. That's the first out. Crawford gets thrown out at home, and then for some reason, Otto Kemp started running to second base, and they threw him out. That's a triple play to end the inning. After 4, it's 3-0, Hartford on top.
Every time you grab an ice-cold 20-ounce Pepsi, you'll find a Pepsi emoji on the side of the bottle. So while the Pepsi delivers this, the Pepsi emoji delivers this.
Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package. Drivers, collection helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, MASCARO.
So go ahead, crack open a Pepsi, and tell the world how you feel and what you love with Pepsi emojis. Say it with Pepsi.
Call 888-MASCARO today or online at International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider of the Art Phils. International Fireworks
to enjoy
shoots
a
every
perfectly
fireworks show
crafted
throughout the season,
1893
including
from the
9
makers
Mega
of
Blast
Pepsi
fireworks
Cola,
shows.
you must first
International
appreciate its
Fireworks also
carefully
provides the
selected
pregame fireworks
ingredients.
after
A
the
dash
national
of
anthem
cola
at
nut
each
extract.
game.
A hint
International
of
Fireworks
real
has a nearby
sugar.
retail
A
store in
splash of
Douglasville,
sparkling
Pennsylvania.
water.
to
and a
purchase
generous
all of your
amount of
fireworks.
attractive
Visit
spokesperson.
fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks
Cheers to
Retail Store in
1893,
Douglasville. Thanks
boldly
again to
blended
International
Coke, a
Fireworks,
delicious
official
balancing act
fireworks
of premium
provider of the
ingredients
R
from the
Phillies.
makers of Pepsi Cola.
Burke's Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor.
So we head to the fifth. A golden opportunity blown up by the Reading Fightin' Phils in the bottom of the fourth inning, and it remains a 3-0 game. And Vladimir Restituyo will be the first batter for the Yard Goats here in the fifth. I want to thank our friends at T-Mobile, being a Mega Blast fireworks sponsor tonight. T-Mobile, America's largest 5G and best 5G coverage in the game. A proud 2024 R-Phil's season partner. Thanks again for them to being a Mega Blast fireworks sponsor tonight, as this one popped up off the bat of Restituyo, trying to drop a bunt. Bro ends up catching the pop-up for out number one. So back to the end of that fourth inning. Bases loaded, nobody out. 3-2 count to Josh Bro. He pops it up in the infield to the first baseman, Zach Kakasku, who's had a ton of trouble catching pop-ups so far in this series, and he dropped that. But bases loaded situation, the infield fly rule is called. So the batter is out. The rule states the batter is out. The runners may advance at their own peril, and that's the word, peril. Justin Crawford tried to break for home. He did break for home. Kokoska picked it up, threw him out at home, as this one's lifted into center field off the bat of Fernandez, and he's going to find the gap as Crawford will run it down in left center field. That's going to be a double for Fernandez, his 9th hit of this series, a one-out double for Yanquiel Fernandez to finish that inning. So Crawford's out at home. For some reason, Josh Bro and Otto Kemp are both standing at first base. Bro is out. Kemp, I believe, just out of panic, started to run to second base, and Palma, after tagging out Crawford at home, threw it to shortstop Nick Kent covering for an easy out. That's a triple play to end the inning. And now, with Warming Burnable at the plate, takes the first pitch for a called strike. Connor Ash back out there on the mound for the Fightins with a runner at second and one out, and a no balls and one strike count to Warming Burnable. Swing and a miss. So a potential inning comes to a crashing halt for the Reading Fightin' Phils in the bottom of the fourth, and the score remains 3-0. The 0-2 pitch is lined into left field. Ethan Wilson will close it down and make the catch for out number 2. I'll bring up Sterling Thompson. Thompson flew out to Wilson his last time up. He singled his first time up, so 1 for 2 on the night. So we'll see if the Phils can recover from that. Again, there's still plenty of time left to go in this ball game here in the top of the fifth. But they got themselves juiced. They got the crowd juiced a little bit with the bases loaded and nobody out. But that quickly, the inning was over. Some careless base running mixed in. That pitch is up high. It's 1-0. This is the left-hand hitting Sterling Thompson. Fightin' Phils would like to recognize Body Zone Sports and Wellness as the official workout facility of the R Phils. That pitch is low. It's 2-0. Also take a quick look around the Philadelphia Phillies organization. Thanks to EPAW Weather Consulting, your source for public and private forecasts in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Northern Eastern Maryland. Of course, the Philadelphia Phillies are on the West Coast playing Seattle with a 9:40 start. After a rough night last night for Tyler Phillips, was roughed up with a 3-run home run and a grand slam. Did not get through the second inning. The Phils lost it 10-2. Tonight, Lehigh Valley in Jacksonville tied at 5-5 in the 8th. Jersey Shore at Hudson Valley. Hudson Valley on top of them, 5-3 in the 5th. Clearwater and Jupiter, I believe, are playing a doubleheader today. They were. The first game they got in, and Clearwater won it 4-2. The second game was canceled. There's some hurricane warnings going through in the northwest portion of Florida, and Clearwater area is one of those areas of concern as Thompson swings and misses, and that will end the fifth inning. So it turns out to be a harmless double for Connor Ash as he works through the fifth inning, gets his first strikeout to finish off the fifth. For Hartford, no runs, one hit, no errors, and one man left. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth. It's still Hartford 3, Reading nothing.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 75 years of senior living.
Watch me now.
Listen up, baseball fans. The Bally Live app
To
is
enjoy
your
a
home
perfectly
for
crafted
everything
1893
MILB.
from the
Download
makers
the
of
app today and watch
Pepsi-Cola, you must
every
first
single
appreciate its
MILB
carefully
game
selected
absolutely free.
ingredients. A
Chat
dash
and
of
interact
cola
with
nut
other
extract,
fans. Play
a
daily
hint
games
of
and
real
win prizes.
sugar,
Plus, you'll
splash
get access
of
to the
sparkling
MILB
water,
Zone,
and a
where you can
generous
follow
amount
your
of
favorite
attractive
MILB
spokesperson.
players
Trust
and
me,
teams
I'm
all
gorgeous.
season long. So step up to the plate and
Cheers to
download the Bally Live app
1893
today.
boldly blended cola, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi-Cola.
Bottom half of the fifth inning presented by Cornwall Manor, a unique and charming community nestled on a 190-acre wooded campus with many walking trails, including the Lebanon County Rail Trail. Phil's down 3-0. Carson Taylor will lead it off for the Fightins. Taylor's had an interesting series so far. He's 2 for 6 in the series, including a home run, a 2-run home run in Tuesday's series opener. He's walked 7 times. First pitch, outside for a ball. Let's again see how the Phils respond after the ending of that fourth inning. Worth noting, at least to me, is that Al Padrique, the manager for the Phils, who's usually out of the dugout pretty quickly in between innings, was not out of the dugout very quickly. He spent a little bit more time in the dugout. Perhaps a coincidence, or perhaps the skipper spent a little bit of time talking to his troops after what happened at the end of the fourth. Maybe to say, all right, didn't end the way we wanted to. Let's put another inning together. It's still a 3-0 game and still plenty of time to come back. As Taylor takes another one inside, it's 3-0 now to Carson Taylor. It just seems pretty obvious to me that Hartford's just not messing with Carson Taylor. I mean, he's had a great eye, but 7 walks already in the series. It's 3-0, and that's way outside ball 4. I just think Bobby Meacham has said, you know what? That dude's been hitting all season long, 286 batting average, 14 home runs, 63 RBIs. Let's just not mess with him. Let's make somebody else for the Reading Phillies beat us. And so Carson Taylor walks again for a leadoff runner here in the fifth inning. And that'll bring Kendall Simmons to the plate. Talking with the skipper in the pregame show the other night and asked him a little bit about, you know, do you ever get to that point in the season where it's just coaching and the psychology piece of the puzzle ends? And he just chuckled and said, nope. There's always this moment in time somewhere along the way where you always feel like you got to coach somebody up on the mental pieces of the puzzle as much as you do the physical side of the puzzle. Kendall Simmons takes one in the dirt. That's 6 straight pitches now from Sean Sullivan in this fifth inning out of the strike zone. So Carson Taylor walked on 4 pitches, and now Simmons is in a 2-0 count. Got to think that Simmons had to take one here. Got to see a strike. He does. 2 balls and 1 strike. Trevor Schwecke in the on-deck circle for the Fightins. This one lifted straight away center field. And plenty of room out there for Braden Ward to make the catch. For out number 1. And I apologize, there's not Sean Sullivan out there anymore. Yard Goats have gone to the bullpen. I was focused on what Al Padrique was doing. It's Alec Barger who's in there now for the Yard Goats. I was focused on what Al Padrique was doing in between innings and didn't realize that Sullivan was out. Now Alec Barger is in. And Schwecke now bats. And the first pitch to Schwecke's inside for a ball. So Taylor the runner at first, one out. Simmons flying out to center field. Schwecke the batter. It's 1 ball and no strikes to Schwecke, who flew out to right field his first time up. And he swings and misses at that one. A bit of an awkward swing for Schwecke. It's 1-1. So Sean Sullivan goes 4 innings in his Double-A debut. And Schwecke takes it down low for a ball. It's 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Healthy cut there for Trevor Schwecke, but comes up empty. Off-speed pitch, and he fists it into center field. It's a broken bat, but it finds its way into center field. Schwecke didn't hit it very hard, but he hit it just over the outstretched glove of the shortstop, Nick Kent, for a base hit. And the Phils have 2 on again. 1 out. 4th hit of the night for the Fightins, and it will bring Ethan Wilson to the plate. This is the 29th appearance of the season for Barger. He's 4-0 with a 3.31 earned run average, 32 and 2/3 innings pitched, 30 hits. He struck out 33. He's walked 11. Giving up 1 home run so far in the season as Ethan Wilson stands in. And first pitch swinging, bits a high chopper to Amador at second. Flips to second for 1. The relay is in time. Wow. Ethan Wilson can't believe it. Carl Ellison is going to argue, and he should. It didn't even look like it was close. And here comes Al Padrique to argue with Jared Dewerson. That is going to end the inning. It will be a 4-6-3 double play, and the Fightins inning is over. After 5, it's 3-0 Hartford on top.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 75 years of senior living. www.jmascaro.com. When the
To
Reading
enjoy
Fightin'
a
Phils get
perfectly
hungry,
crafted
we turn to our team
1893
feed
from the
partners.
makers of
Special
Pepsi
thanks
Cola,
to
you must
Chick-fil-A,
first appreciate
Giovanna's
its carefully
Pizzeria,
selected
Railroad House,
ingredients.
YMSN
A dash of
Restaurant and
cola nut
Bakery,
extract,
Jersey
a
Mike's
hint
Subs,
of
Mimo's
real
Italian
sugar,
Restaurant,
a
and
splash
Bakery,
of
Subway, and
sparkling
Cleanings
and a
making sure the
generous
Fightin'
amount of
Phils front
attractive
office is
spokesperson.
never hungry
Trust
on
me,
game
I'm
day.
gorgeous.
Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team
Cheers
feed
to
partners.
1893,
Don't take our word for
boldly
it, find
blended
out for
cola,
yourself today.
a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Burke's Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham.
Established in 1928, the Manor Golf Club is one of the oldest public courses in eastern Pennsylvania, located conveniently between Philadelphia, Lancaster, and Allentown in Sinking Spring. The Manor Golf Club offers a true test of golf on a traditional championship-style golf course where shot making takes precedent over length. Visit themanorgolfclub.com for more information. Connor Ash back out on the mound for the Fightin' Phils. And he faces Zach Kokoska, who homered into the pool in right field his last time up. And the first pitch from Ash is over for a called strike. Ash came on to finish off the fourth inning. After Seth Johnson went 3 2/3, gave up 5 hits, 3 runs, all 3 of them earned, all of them on home runs, 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. Again, it was a 2-run home run by Burnable in the first, and the solo home run for Kokoska in the fourth. And now it's no balls and 2 strikes to Kokoska leading off this 6th inning. That's way up high for a ball. So Connor Ash, who's been such a valuable component for the Fightin' Phils over the course of this season, whether it's been as a reliever or a starter. Down the first base line, Taylor makes a nice play behind the bag, and Ash covers for out number 1. Nice play by Carson Taylor. Ranging to his glove side, made the play on the foul line, and then Ash covers for the out. It's been an adjustment for Carson Taylor playing first base for the first time. He had been a catcher in his time in the Dodgers organization, but comes here to Reading, and he's really developed nicely as a first baseman. Beginning of the season, he was very awkward. You could see him thinking about it almost all the time, but he's really gotten a whole lot smooth, much more smooth on ground balls. He has picked a couple balls out of the dirt. He just looks and seems so much more comfortable. And, of course, the bat has talked all season long. Roniger Palma now bats. First pitch to him is up for a ball. Palma grounded out and singled in 2 plate appearances. That's up high again. It's 2-0. Ash pitched 2 innings in the series opener for the Fightin' Phils. This one rolled towards third. Otto Kemp dives, throws in time. Great play on both ends. Otto Kemp, full extension dive to his left in the hole, makes the play, picks himself up, throws a little bit off balance, a little bit off the bag, but Taylor on cue stretches and holds the bag for the out with the runner bearing down on him. It's a great play on both ends by Kemp and Taylor for out number 2. That'll bring up Braden Ward. Ward 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop-up. And Ash fires that one over the top of everybody and all the way to the backstop. Can you say Luke LaRouche? Connor Ash just airmailed one to the backstop. Braden Ward turned as if he was going to bunt. Ash just fired one over everybody. 1-0 pitch, shows bunt again, and it's up high again. It's 2-0. Not sure if Ward really has intentions of dropping a bunt. He pulls Otto Kemp up a little bit, but Kemp's still on the dirt at third base. Doesn't indicate it there, and Ash misses high again. It's 3-0. Back with a strike at 3-1. The fastball over the inside corner. And misses up high. All 4 pitches that he missed out of the strike zone were up high from Connor Ash to Braden Ward. First walk that Ash has surrendered. I'm going to bring up the 9-hole hitter, Nick Kent. Kent flew out to right, singled in 2 plate appearances. Ward takes his lead off at first. Got to keep an eye on him. He's got great wheels. Pitch to the plate is again up and high and away. Suddenly Ash has lost the strike zone. 19 stolen bases for Ward on 23 attempts so far. Decent sized lead at first. Ash throws over, dives back in. One ball and no strikes to Nick Kent. lifts this one straight up in the infield. Brito, the shortstop, taking charge, and he'll make the catch for the third and final out. Another good job by Connor Ash. No runs, no hits, no errors, one man left. We'll head to the sixth. It's still Hartford 3, Reading nothing.
When you drive a vehicle so reliable it's backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty, you stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see what you're capable of in a vehicle that inspires confidence around every corner. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available. Warranties include 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain and 5-year, 60,000-mile basic. Warranties are limited. See retailer for details.
Briganti Wines offers a great selection of wines in New Jersey and eastern Pennsylvania. Headquartered in South Jersey and sourced from Italy's Abruzzo region, Briganti Wines is ran by former Fightin Phillies great and big leaguer Mike Costanzo. They are committed to quality, authenticity, and sustainability, attracting a loyal following of customers. Get Briganti Wines at select local Acme stores. Visit BrigantiWines.com to learn more.
Spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Burke's Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Burke's Packing provides America's classic ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
This summer, we're going from minor league baseball to major fun. Whether you're just stopping by or looking for that Grand Slam getaway, Wyndham rewards everyone. Start earning points on your next qualified by Wyndham hotel stay and redeem them for minor league baseball tickets and experiences all summer long. Not a Wyndham Rewards member? Join for free at Wyndham.
We head to the bottom half of the sixth inning, and Eric Brito will lead it off for the Phils, and he'll be facing a new pitcher for the Yard Goats as the Alvernia University Golden Wolves call a bullpen. Will bring Carson Skipper, a left-hander, into the mound, and Brito will greet him with a single up the middle. Didn't hit it hard, but Eric Brito finds green grass in center field for the single. His first hit of the night, his third hit of the series, and the fifth hit of the ball game for the Phils, who have a leadoff man on again here in the sixth inning. That'll bring the top of the order and Justin Crawford to the plate. Skipper on the season making just his fourth appearance since being called up. He's 1-0 with a 1.69 earned run average and 5 1/3 innings pitched. He's given up 4 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks. And Crawford fouls the first pitch back. Crawford 1 for 2 on the night, with an infield single and a ground out, both of them fielded by Nick Kent. This one fouled down the third base line and out of play. 3-0 Hartford on top, bottom half of the sixth inning. 3 runs on 6 hits for the Goats, no runs on 5 hits for the Fightins. Neither team has committed an error as of yet. Good size lead for Brito at first. No balls and 2 strikes to Crawford. Way up high for a ball, it's 1-2. Crawford to be followed by Gabriel Rinconis in the order for the Phils here in this sixth inning. Brito takes off. Crawford swings at it, a chopper to the mound, and Skipper will make the play and throw Crawford out. Brito moves up to second base. Crawford is retired. On the high chopper off the plate right to the pitcher. 1 down now for Gabriel Rinconis, who's had a good night. Singled and doubled in 2 plate appearances, both of them down the right field line. Yanquiel Fernandez now moving a little bit, taking a couple steps to his left in right field. As Rinconis, the left-hand hitter, settles in. First pitch inside for a ball. So Eric Brito, the runner at second base now, and 1 out. One-0 pitch. Lifted foul straight back behind home plate and out of play. Skipper, the third pitcher of the night for the Goats. And this one's in the dirt. Good block by Palma, and Brito can't advance. Activity in the Fightin's bullpen. I believe it's Christian Hernandez who is throwing for the Phils. But now he has stopped. Two balls and a strike to Rincones. Right there for a strike. It's 2-2. It is Christian Hernandez who is in the Phil's bullpen. And that's low for a ball. It's 3-2 to Rincones. Otto Kemp in the on-deck circle for the Fightins. Lifts this one straight up in the air, foul territory, first base side. Kokoska this time will make the catch for out number 2. So that'll bring Otto Kemp to the plate. Brito still stay put at second base with 2 out. On this day in baseball town history, presented by our friends at Savage Auto Group, visit the boys at Savage 61 for all your automotive needs. On this day in baseball town history, August 3rd, 2013 at Trenton, New Jersey, Alex Rodriguez, whoever he may have been, continues to prepare for his major league comeback, homering off of Jesse Biddle in the third inning of the Thunder's 6-2 win at Arm & Hammer Park. Alex Rodriguez, the ultimate New York Yankee, one-time Seattle Mariner, of course the Philadelphia Phillies playing in Seattle. Start time is scheduled at 9:40 against the Mariners. Phil's trying to snap a 5-game losing streak now. Otto Kemp at the plate, 1 ball and 1 strike to the 3-hole hitter for the Phils. Again, runner at second, 2 out. Kemp swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt. Curveball there from Skipper, and Kemp chased it in the dirt. Now he's going to call time and have a conversation with himself. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Otto Kemp, who is popped up behind the plate to the catcher, Palma, and walked in 2 plate appearances so far. And that's low, and this time Kemp lays off. It's 2-2. So assuming that Connor Ash's night is over, another good night for the right-hander, coming on in relief of Seth Johnson. Again, made his baseball town debut tonight after the trade from the Orioles organization. Went 3 2/3 innings, gave up 5 hits, 3 runs, all 3 of them earned. A walk and 3 strikeouts. There's a play backhanded by Burnable. The throw across the diamond is in time. Nice play on the backhanded stab by Warming Burnable. And across the diamond, Kokoska makes a nice play on the short hop to get Otto Kemp for the 3rd and final out of the inning. So the Phils can't take advantage of the leadoff hit. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and that man's left on base after 6. It remains 3-0 Hartford on top.
Fans, nothing beats a great day at Golden Oaks Golf Club. Located just minutes from Reading, Golden Oaks is a beautiful, award-winning golf course open to the public with perfect greens, lush fairways, and a course playing for 5 sets of tees. Bogey's Pub is open to the public with the area's best full-course menu, featuring indoor and outdoor seating and TVs to watch your favorite sports teams. Let the Golden Oaks Golf Club team cater to your need. Lunch, dinner, golf outings, parties, company events, and fundraisers. Visit our website at GoldenOaksGolfClub.com and follow Golden Oaks Golf Club and Bogey's Pub on Facebook. Golden Oaks Golf Club, where great memories are made.
The Fightin Phils thank White Star Travel and Tours for presenting the 2024 Fightin Phils Fan Road Trip. This year's trip runs from July 26th to 29th and features stops to see the Fightin Phils in New Hampshire, along with the chance to meet a player and coach. The trip also heads to the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, a Red Sox-Yankees game at Fenway Park, and finally Citizens Bank Park to see the Phillies take on the New York Yankees.
The Alabama University Golden Wolves Cola bullpen brings Christian Hernandez into the game for the Fightin Phils as we head to the top half of the 7th inning. Hernandez making his 22nd appearance. He's 1-1 with a 2.61 earned run average and 31 innings pitched, giving up 25 hits, 31 strikeouts, and just 5 walks. His job, get some more zeros on the scoreboard. Hope the Fightins can get the bats going as we head to the top half of the 7th in a 3-0 game. Top of the order, and Ariel Amador at the plate. First pitch swings and fouls it straight back. Amador 0 for 3 on the night. Batting average was at .204 when the game began. Fly out, strikeout, and ground out so far for Amador on the night. 2 for 15 now in this series. Switch hitter batting left against Hernandez. Right back through the box and into center field for a base hit. So Amador, leadoff base runner here in the 7th. That'll be the 7th hit of the night for Hartford. And you got to keep an eye on Amador. He's stolen 26 bases on the season, 26 steals in 31 attempts. As Restituyo now will bat. Restituyo 0 for 3 on the night. Fly out, strikeout, and a foul pop-up in 3 plate appearances. First pitch swinging back to the box. Right there is Schweck. He flips to short for 1. Burrito's relay is in time that quickly. It goes 4-6-3 on the double play. And all of a sudden, Christian Hernandez has 2 out, nobody on. Restituyo, a little bit of squawking with the umpire after that play at first base. There's been a couple of bang-bang plays at first that have not gone the offensive way. And that'll bring Yaquiel Fernandez to the plate. Fernandez on base twice again tonight. Walked and scored in the first, doubled in the 5th, flew out the left field in between. Strokes this one down the first base line, but foul. So it is 1 for 2 tonight. Fernandez is now 9 for 20 in this series. Want to thank our good friends again at T-Mobile, our Mega Blast fireworks sponsor tonight. They're also a presenting sponsor on our Sunday Family Fun Days here at FirstEnergy Stadium, which we'll have tomorrow. Family Fun Days, 5:15. Phils and Yard Goats will wrap up this series. And doesn't get more fun than the Philly Fanatic will be here as well. And T-Mobile also a sponsor of the Harry Potter jerseys that the Fightin Phils are wearing tonight as well. And I thank the good people at T-Mobile for their continuing sponsorship here at FirstEnergy Stadium with the Reading Fightin Phils. 2 strikes and 2 outs now to Yaquiel Fernandez. As Christian Hernandez looks to get through this inning quickly, but comes up high for a ball. It's 1-1 as Fernandez thought about it, but thought better. Yard Goat bullpen is quiet, so it looks like Carson Skipper will get a 2nd inning here in the 7th. 1-2 to Fernandez. That's low and inside. It's 2-2. Try to get him on that back foot slider, but too far inside. Two-two pitch. Fouled out of play as Fernandez fights his way. After going 0-2, now 2-2, and forces Hernandez to throw just yet another pitch. Fouls another one away. Sean Sullivan made his Hartford Yard Goat debut after being called up from High A Spokane. Pitched 4 innings, 3 hits, no runs, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Alec Barger pitched the 5th, gave up a hit and a walk. Carson Skipper pitched the 6th and appears to be in line to come back out again for the 7th. 2-2 pitch is up high. It's 3-2. So Fernandez now has worked the count full. Swing and a miss, D-Right 3, and that'll do it for the Goats in the 7th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. It's 7th inning stretch time in Baseball Town. 3-0 Hartford on top.
Fans, nothing beats a great day at Golden Oaks Golf Club. Located just minutes from Reading, Golden Oaks is a beautiful, award-winning golf course.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin Phils.
Welcome to Aspire Memory Support at the Highlands of Wyomissing, where every day is filled with purpose and connection. Our innovative approach, featuring the Hearthstone Institute's renowned I'm Still Here program, ensures that every resident living with Alzheimer's or dementia experiences a life worth living. With evidence-based techniques and personalized care, we focus on meaningful engagement to reduce common symptoms like agitation and anxiety. Join us in celebrating the person behind the memory loss with activities tailored to their unique interests and abilities. Discover the difference with Aspire Memory Support at the Highlands at Wyomissing. Call us today and embrace a renewed sense of purpose for your loved one.
Bottom half of the 7th inning, Fightin Phils are excited to bring, brought to you by Swartz Culleton PC. Have you or a loved one been injured or get justice? Call Swartz Culleton today at 1-800-JUSTICE. Phil's looking for a little justice right now. They're struggling to this one. 3 runs on 7 hits for the Yard Goats. No runs on 5 hits for the Fightins. As they come to play the bottom of the 7th, it'll be Josh Breaux, Carson Taylor, and Kendall Simmons. 4, 5, and 6 due up. And the first pitch to Breaux was outside for a ball. Josh Breaux was at the plate in the 4th inning when chaos erupted. And he takes another one low for a ball. It's 2-0. Again, bases were loaded, nobody out. Breaux hit an infield pop-up to the first baseman, Zach Kukuska, who dropped it. Breaux was out on the infield fly rule for out number 1. 2-0 pitch. There, Justin Crawford, after Kukuska dropped to try to score from third, which you can do. Infielders can advance at their own peril. That's the wording of the infield fly rule. Crawford tried it. He got thrown out by Kukuska at the plate. There's a swing and a miss. Breaux was standing at first. Otto Kemp was the runner at first, and then in the confusion, Kemp, for some reason, thought in panic he had to get to second, and so he took off for second, and then Palma threw him out at second. So it was a triple play of the most unorthodox kind. It's 2-2 now to Breaux. And that's right there for a called strike 3, and Josh Breaux is out on strikes. So first strikeout for Carson Skipper since coming into the ballgame. That'll bring up Carson Taylor. Taylor grounded out to first base his first time up and walked, his 8th walk of this series. And the first pitch to him is over for a called strike. Carson Skipper, the 24-year-old left-hander, originally from Birmingham, Alabama, played his college baseball at the University of Auburn. Drafted by the Rockies in the 11th round in 2022. Began this season in Spokane, promoted here to Hartford on July the 19th. Pitch to the plate, there for a strike. So lefty on lefty matchup here with Skipper on to Taylor. And he's quickly gotten ahead of Carson Taylor, no balls and 2 strikes. Mentioned last time up that Hartford appeared to be pitching very carefully to Carson Taylor. Skipper's going right after him. 0-2 pitch. And Taylor responds by singling it into center field. So Carson Taylor gets challenged and wins the battle as he singles into center field. One out base runner for Kendall Simmons. Numbers for Skipper at Spokane were impressive. 34 games, he went 7-1, the 1.40 earned run average in 38 2/3 innings, gave up 30 hits, 56 strikeouts, just 8 walks. He also had 6 saves in 9 opportunities. Looking to eat innings here for the Yard Goats. And his second inning of work in the 7th inning as Kendall Simmons bats, and the first pitch to him is over for a strike. Simmons infield pop-up and a fly out to center field in 2 plate appearances so far. Taylor takes his lead off at first, 0-1 pitch, makes it 0-2. Fastball at just 87 miles an hour, but it's over for a called strike. That's low and away for a ball. Game was delayed by about 50 minutes to start, scheduled for 6:45. We start at 7:36 to be exact. So as Kendall Simmons swings and misses for a strikeout. Second strikeout of the inning and of the night for Skipper. 2 down brings up Trevor Schwecke. So it would officially be a 51-minute rain delay to start. Schwecke 1 for 2 in the night, singled his last time up, and that one's inside for a ball. Swings it, misses. It's 1-1. Slider that time from Skipper that Schwecke swings over the top of. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to Trevor Schwecke. Taylor the runner at first, 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th, 3-0 Hartford. On the outside corner for a strike, it's 1-2. Schwecke now calls time. Now time is called this time, I believe, by the catcher, Ronica Palmer. I think the pitch clock was about to run out, and so Palmer called timeout. So now we'll try again. Pitch to the plate, low again, it's 2-2. Phil's bullpen is quiet, so Christian Hernandez will come back out for the 8th. Fouled out of play. It stays 2 balls and 2 strikes to Trevor Schwecke. Ethan Wilson on deck if Schwecke can reach, with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Fouls another one out of play. It stays alive. That's low, it's 3-2. So with 2 outs and a 3 ball and 2 strike count on the batter, Carson Taylor can get a jump off of first. And Schwecke fouls it away. Kokoska was still holding Taylor on. Generally, it's 3-2 and 2 outs. The runner's going to take off. They don't bother to hold him on, but Kokoska is holding him on. Taylor takes off, and the pitch is up and in, ball 4. So Trevor Schwecke works the walk. First walk that Skipper has given up. And again, the Fightins have 2 on. And the tying run at the plate. And Ethan Wilson. Carson Skipper will get a visit now from pitching coach Dan Meyer. So big spot here now for Ethan Wilson. Struck out in the 3rd. Hit into a double play as last time. Just much to his dismay, it looked like Ethan Wilson had beaten the relay throw, but they called him out at first. It resulted in a bit of an argument from Wilson and from Carl Elderson and from Al Padrique. But nonetheless, it ended the 5th inning. And so Ethan Wilson, who's had the bat feeling much better and the timing feeling much better, as he said last night. 4 for 9 in this series, 2 doubles and 2 home runs. Something along those lines would be big right now for the Phils. Down 3-0, 2 on, and the tying run at the plate. And 2 outs as well. Taylor, the runner at second, he singled. Schwecke, the runner at first, he walked. Pitch to the plate, swing and a miss. That's low and away for a ball. It's 1-1. Defense plays Ethan Wilson pretty much straight away all the way around. Infield a little bit on the pull side. 1 ball and 1 strike to him. That's outside. It's 2-1. Long hold there for Palma, trying to frame the pitch. But it's 2-1 now to Ethan Wilson. Fouls that one straight back. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Wilson. Again, a lefty on lefty matchup with Skipper on the mound and Wilson at the plate. Now we're getting some activity in the Hartford bullpen. We'll go on 2-2. Beats it on the ground towards Kokoska, who will grab it, step on the bag for the 3rd and final out. So the Phils still not able to get that big hit with men on base as they end this 7th with no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 more left on base. 7 complete, remains 3-0 Hartford on top.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin Phils.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Spanish and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. The Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays are presented by Cathay Law Offices, Suburban Brewing Company, Carl's Cards and Collectibles, Humane Pennsylvania, Star City Boxing, and the American Diner. Fiesta Friday features special Los Luchadores Day Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL, online at ourphils.com, or at the Customers Bank ticket office.
We are on to the 8th inning in a 3-0 baseball game here at FirstEnergy Stadium. At Chick-fil-A, serving quality food has been our priority since day one. Chicken is at the center of the menu, but options at Chick-fil-A are both plentiful and delicious. From chicken sandwiches to nuggets to the original waffle fries, Chick-fil-A has menu options for everyone. 3 Berks County locations, Broadcasting Square in Wyomissing, 5th Street Highway in Reading, and Exeter Commons in Exeter. Chick-fil-A, a proud 2024 Fightin Phils team feed partner. Christian Hernandez back out on the mound. First pitch swinging is Warming Burnable, and he's going to hit one off the end of his bat, but is going to find its way into center field for a base hit. Didn't hit it hard, but he hit it in the right spot, and Warren McBurnable has his second hit of the night. His first was a 2-run home run in the first inning off of Phil's starter Seth Johnson, who also surrendered a solo home run to Zach Kakeska in the fourth. That is the only scoring in this ballgame. 3-0 Hartford as they bat here in the eighth. Sterling Thompson now to the plate. Thompson 1 for 3 on the night. First pitch swings and misses. Hernandez came on in the seventh. Takes a look over at Burnable at first, delivers his pitch. It just misses outside. It's 1-1. Thompson, the left-hand hitting outfielder. One pitch is there for a called strike. Thompson hit 14 home runs last year, split 7 and 7, 7 at Spokane, 7 of them at Hartford. He's got 9 of them here in 2024 as he slaps this one foul and out of play. Batting average at just .237. He hit .238 in 34 games last year with the Yard Goats after hitting .323 at High A Spokane for the first 60 games. So he's still considered a highly regarded prospect in the Rockies organization at 23 years of age. And he beats this one foul. Drafted out of the University of Florida by the Rockies in 2022. Number 31 pick overall in the compensatory draft selection. He is a native Coloradan out of Longmont, Colorado. 1 ball and 2 strikes to him. Burnable is lead off of first. Way up and in, almost hit him. It's 2-2. If you missed it, tonight's game was delayed at the start. First pitch was scheduled for 6:45. Didn't go until 7:36 with some storms that blew through here in Reading starting at around 4:30-ish. When they put the tarp on the field. They took the tarp off a little before 6, and there was some sprinkling going on, but there were a lot of thunderstorms in the area and some cracks of lightning as well. So they erred on the side of caution and started the game a little later. 2-2 to Thompson, and this one slapped down the third base line and slicing foul and out of play. And so far so good with no issues in terms of Mother Nature since we got started. Of course, the game has long been official here in the top half of the 8th inning. And so the series will conclude tomorrow afternoon at 5:15. Alberson Castellano scheduled to pitch his second start for the Fightin' Phils tomorrow. To be faced against Chase Dolander, who started the first game of this series for Hartford. 2-2 pitch is again slapped away by Thompson. Some activity in the Yard Goats bullpen, but whoever it is has been warmed up because he's been watching the game for a while. Can't see who it is because he's been facing the play and not been throwing any pitches. There's a pickoff attempt. It gets away from Taylor, but Burnable was diving back into first. Didn't see it. He's shaken up. Luis Lopez, the first base coach, is calling the trainer out. Not quite sure what happened with Burnable as he dove back in. And the ball got away from Taylor, and Burnable never either saw it or never bothered as he was shaken up, diving back in. And immediately Luis Lopez, the first base coach, called the trainer out of the dugout. And now Bobby Meacham, the manager, is going to head over there as well. Burnable seems to be fine, and he's going to stay in the ball game. In the meantime, it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to the hitter, Sterling Thompson, battling with right-hander Christian Hernandez. Hernandez gave up a hit to the first batter he saw, but that was quickly wiped out in a double play in the 7th inning, and then struck out Fernandez to end the inning. This one's lined into right field. That's going to be a base hit for Thompson. So the first 2 men on board here in the 8th on singles from Burnable and Thompson. And still nobody out for Zach Kokoska. So a big tipping point right now for Christian Hernandez. Obviously his job is to keep this score where it is at 3-0 in favor of Hartford. And now the raindrops begin to fall as well here at the top of the 8th inning. I guess I should have never brought up the fact that we had started late, but we've been playing under clear skies because now all of a sudden it started raining. Mega Blast fireworks scheduled to go off after this game is over with here at FirstEnergy Stadium. A little bit of a conversation between Josh Bro and Christian Hernandez, and some movement going on in the Fightin' Phil's bullpen as well. 2-1, nobody out, top of the 8th. Zach Kokoska at the plate. Way inside, he had to jump out of the way of it. Kokoska was hit by a pitch his first time up, then hit a solo home run in the 4th and grounded out to first base in the 6th. So he's officially 1 for 2 with his 16th home run of the year. This one lifted foul down the first base, actually behind home plate. Bro will give it a chase, but it's well out of play. It's 1-1. It's like Daniel Harper is up and forth throwing into Phil's bullpen. It is. One ball and 1 strike now to Kokoska. Fouled straight back, and now it's 1-2. Slider on that pitch from Hernandez. Fans starting to scramble for some cover here at FirstEnergy Stadium with the raindrops falling. 1-2. Beats another one foul. Christian Hernandez from the stretch. 1-2 pitch to the plate and fouled away again. Burnable, the runner at second, he singled. Thompson, the runner at first, he also singled. 27 pitches now for Hernandez, and this is 2nd inning of work. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Big strikeout there for Christian Hernandez, as Kokoska went up high for the slider that comes up empty. 2nd strikeout for Hernandez. 1 out here in the 8th. Brings Ronica Palmer to the plate. Palmer 1 for 3 on the night with a single back in the 4th inning. First pitch from Hernandez is outside for a ball. Hernandez, 23-year-old right-hander. Spent last season with the Reading Phils. Made 35 appearances for the Fightins. Palma started and stopped. The appeal, he did not go around. It's 2-0. Venezuelan native, last year, 35 games. He made 4 starts for the Fightins, 4-4 with a 3.66 earned run average. 2 balls and no strikes now to Palma. That's right there with a slider right down the middle for a called strike 1. The 1 pitch lined into left field. That's going to be a base hit. Burnable got a slow start, and so he'll stop at third. Furnival had to make sure it went over the head of Otto Kemp at third base, and it did for the base hit. So now bases are loaded and one out. And here comes Al Padrique headed to the mound, and there's the call. So we'll get a call to the bullpen with the bases loaded and one out. Christian Hernandez night is over. We'll take a break, come back, and tell you who the new man in on the mound for the Fightins is after this.
The Promax Fence Systems Foul Porch is an exclusive group experience. Located in our left field corner, groups of 20 to 30 people are treated to 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and drinks and a festive atmosphere. Regular season tickets are $37 for groups of 20 or more. Call us today at 610-370-BALL to reserve a spot for your group.
When you drive a vehicle so reliable it's backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty, you stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see what you're capable of in a vehicle that inspires confidence around every corner. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available. Warranties include 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain and 5-year 60,000-mile basic. Warranties are limited. See retailer for details.
Looking to try something new at a Fightin' Phil's game this season? Give Briganti Wines a try. Briganti Wines is ran by former Fightin' Phil's great and big leaguer Mike Costanzo. Briganti Wines comes from the vineyards in Italy's Abruzzo region. They are committed to quality, authenticity, and sustainability, attracting a loyal following of customers. Get a wide variety of Briganti Wines wherever it is sold at FirstEnergy Stadium this season. Visit BrigantiWines.com.
Are you okay? To help us begin a conversation to show at 610-379-2007.
So the Harvard University Golden Wolves call the bullpen, brings in Daniel Harper, the right-hander, will face Braden Ward with the bases loaded and one out here in the top of the eighth. First pitch to Ward, slaps it to second. Schwecke flips it to Brito at short, and to first is in time. That quickly, one pitch, and Daniel Harper brings the inning to an end. The ultimate job by Harper. One pitch and a double play to end the inning. 4-6-3 on the double play. And for the Goats in the eighth, no runs, 3 hits, no errors, and ultimately only one man left on, actually 2 men left on base. And we head to the bottom of the eighth. Phil's still down 3-0 when we get back after this.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feaser's, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
We head to the bottom of the eighth, and yet again, the Harvard University Golden Wolves call the bullpen. We'll bring in the right-hander Juan Mejia for the Yard Goats. He will face Eric Brito leading off for the Phils here in the bottom of the eighth in a 3-0 ball game. My name is Bob McCoy. You listen to Reading Fightin' Phil's baseball on the Reading Fightin' Phil's radio network. Carson Skipper's night is finished. He did a great job for the Yard Goats to keep the Phils still off the scoreboard. And the first pitch to Brito is a strike. The second is a ball. It's 1-1. Brito singled his last time up, 1 for 2 on the night. Mejia delivers. Brito swings and misses at a high fastball. Now Brito will call time. So the line on Skipper, 2 innings, 2 hits, no runs, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. And the line for Hernandez, an inning and a third, 4 hits, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts, with a big old assist from Daniel Harper. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Eric Brito. Lines this one down the first base line, but slicing foul. And Daniel Harper came in, bases loaded, 1 out, threw the 1 pitch, and got a ground ball off the bat of Braid Ward right to Trevor Schwecke, who flipped it to Eric Brito, who relayed it to first for the double play, and that quickly the inning ended. Now the Phils trying to take advantage of it with some offense as Brito takes one outside. It's 2-0. Phils have had base runners, but they haven't gotten a hit yet with a man on base to bring anybody home. No runs on 6 hits for the Phils, 3 runs on 10 hits for the Goats. This one again fouled out of play. It's been the long ball for Hartford. 2 long balls on the night, the difference on the scoreboard. As the raindrops continue to fall here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Bottom half of the 8th inning, Eric Brito leading it off. Top of the order, and Justin Crawford in the on-deck circle. 2-2 pitch. Back to the mound. Mejia bare hands it off balance, and he'll throw to first for the out. Great play by Juan Mejia, and almost a dangerous one as he slipped a little bit, obviously on the wet turf and the wet grass. He reached back for it off balance and caught it with his bare hand. It was a high chopper, so it wasn't hit very hard. But Mejia makes the play to Kukuska at first for out number 1, and that brings Justin Crawford to the plate. Crawford 1 for 3 on the night. An infield single back in the 4th inning. First pitch, high chopper to short. Kent has it. Throws, plenty of time for out number 2. That'll bring up Gabriel Rincones. Rincones 2 for 3 of the night. Single and a double. And an infield pop-up. 2 outs now in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch in the dirt. So Daniel Harper will obviously pitch the 9th for the Fightins after throwing all of 1 pitch in the 8th. Juan Mejia on the mound right now for the Yard Goats, and a 1-0 count to Rincones, and that's up high for a ball. It's 2-0. Mejia making his 2nd appearance of this series. His 34th appearance of the season. He's 3-3 with a 6.34 earned run average. 38 1/3 innings pitched, 44 hits, 46 strikeouts, 22 walks. 2-0 pitch. Lined into left field and falling for a base hit. Little cue shot for Gabriel Rincones, but he'll take it for his 3rd hit of the night. He is a 2-out base runner for Otto Kemp. 7th hit of the night for the Fightins. Kemp to the plate, 0 for 2 with a walk in between. Popped up to the catcher, grounded out to third on a great play by a Warming Burnable. And the walk back in the 4th inning. So 0 for 2 on the night. 266 on the season, 9 home runs and 28 RBIs for Kemp. Cue shot in front of the mound, and there's Mejia again. He's going to have another easy play to end the inning. Comebacker to the mound, and that retires the Phils. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Another man left on base, 8 complete. Still 3-0. Hartford on top.
Star City Boxing, located at 1340 Center Avenue Rear in Reading, is a 501c3 nonprofit boxing gym unlike any other. Our goal is to not only help you be fit, but to be the best outlet for our youth and community. We welcome anyone who wants to improve their way of life, be fit, and box competitively or non-competitively. We work with you to reach your goals in and out of the gym. Stop in and meet our stars today. Check us out and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for upcoming events and happenings. Visit our website today at starcityboxing.org for more information on how to join, volunteer with our youth, or support our efforts in the community. Star City Boxing is a proud continued 2024 Our Phil's Fiesta Friday partner.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit fantasticsmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phil's, two great hometown partners.
Top half of the ninth inning. Daniel Harper back on the mound for the Fightin Phillies. Tonight's attendance at FirstEnergy Stadium, 5,805. Thanks to our friends at PSECU for presenting tonight's attendance. PSECU is proud to be one of the largest credit unions in Pennsylvania. Daniel Harper, who made the one pitch that got the Phils out of a jam in the eighth, now will face Nick Kent. And then be followed by Adiel Amador and Vladimir Restituyo for the Goats here in the ninth. That's 9, 1, and 2 in their order. And the first pitch to Kent is outside for a ball. Kent 1 for 3 of the night, single back in the fourth inning. 1-0 pitch is outside again. It's 2-0. And that's there for a strike. Harper making his 10th appearance since being called up from Jersey Shore. 1-0 with a 5.19 earned run average. 8 2/3 innings, 11 hits, 9 strikeouts, and 2 walks coming into tonight's game. Two balls and 1 strike to Nick Kent. That's there for a call. So actually it's 1 ball and 2 strikes, and that's over for a call. It's D-Ride 3. So Kent goes down looking for a strikeout for Harper. 1 out here in the ninth for Adiel Amador. Amador 1 for 4 on the night, singled his last time up. Switch hitter. My memory's right. Amador, who's played now in 4 of the 5 games in this series, has only batted right-handed 1 time. And that one almost hit him. I don't think it did. No, it did not, as he had to dance out of the way of it. So it's 1 ball and no strikes to Adiel Amador. Drives this one straight away center field. Crawford going back. Plenty of room out in the triangle. And Crawford actually had to come back in on it a little bit as it's held up in the wind and the rain for out number 2. And I'll bring up Vladimir Restituyo, who steps to the plate sporting an 0 for 4 so far on the night. Phils will have 4, 5, and 6 due up in their order in the bottom of the ninth. Daniel Harper delivers outside to Restituyo, ball 1. Rain still falling here at FirstEnergy Stadium, as it's a 1-hopper right back to Harper. And so Harper will do what Mejia did in the bottom of the 8th and make the toss over to first to end the inning for the Yard Goats. Hartford in the 9th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the 9th. It's rally time for the home team. They're down 3-0.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizedpa.org. Click Local Coalitions.
Empowering communities one relationship at a time is our commitment at Tompkins. Our customers have thrived thanks to our focus on local lending and their commitment to the customers they serve.
They do a great job, everything for us from our banking, our insurance, to our wealth management.
Tompkins has always been there for us.
We see a long relationship with Tompkins. They're good people.
Tompkins, banking, insurance, wealth. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Investment and insurance products are not FDIC insured, not bank guaranteed, and may lose value.
So we head to the bottom of the ninth. Phils need 3 to tie. They need 4 to walk it off. They walked it off in the opener of this series. And with a 5-4 win, they'll try to figure out a way to do that here. Let's take a look before we get started in this ninth inning with the Fightin' Phils team leaders presented by OPS Security Group. Join the winning team at OPS Security Group. Protecting community starts with you. Visit opssecuritygroup.com to apply. Fightin' Phils team leader in the save category, Tommy McCullum, who is a perfect 8 for 8 in saves on the season. Not going to be a save situation for the Fightins, it would certainly appear, unless something changes in this one. As Josh Bro leads it off, and the first pitch from Juan Mejia is a little chin music up and in. Bro 0 for 3 on the night. Swing and a miss, a big slider that he comes up empty. Bro 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts, and an infield pop-up. An infield pop-up that led to a base-running disaster for the Phils. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. It's 1-1 pitch is a swing and a miss. It's 1-2. That's way outside. It's 2-2. Again, in case you missed it, this game, in a lot of ways, this whole game changed with that. The Phils down 3-0 in the 4th inning. Had the bases loaded, nobody out, and Bro at the plate. Infield pop-up to the first baseman, Kakaska. 2 balls and a strike. I'll finish what happened after this. 2-1 pitch. Over for a called strike 3, and Bro strikes out again. 3rd time tonight. This one looking for the first out here in the 9th. So Bro was out on the infield fly rule. Kakaska dropped the fly ball. Runners can advance if they choose. Crawford Gamble try to come home from 3rd. Kakaska picked the ball up through home to Ronica Palmer, the catcher, tug out Crawford for the 2nd out. And then Kemp, confused by the whole play, started to break for 2nd from first base, and they threw him out at 2nd, turned into a triple play, and the Phils ended up with nothing. And they still have a 0 on the scoreboard as they bat here in the bottom of the 9th. Carson Taylor at the plate. Taylor 1 for 2 tonight with a walk added in. Singled back into 7th. First pitch to him is a ball. 2nd is fouled down the 3rd baseline. It's 1-1. So Taylor with 3 hits in the series, 8 walks in this series. As he stands here at the bottom of the 9th in a 3-0 game with 1 out. That's outside. It's 2-1. Kendall Simmons, the next man up for the Phils in the on-deck circle. Taylor fouls that one away. A little bit out in front of that slider. So now it's 2-2 to Carson Taylor. On the ground, right side, and through for a base hit. Kakaska dove, but he couldn't get there, and Carson Taylor has himself another hit. 2nd of the night for Taylor, 8th of the night for the Fightins, and they get the first man on. Again, they need base runners. Kendall Simmons will be the next man up. First pitch to Simmons is a ball. Simmons 0 for 3 on the night. Lifts this one out of play. It's 1-1. Philadelphia Phillies game is underway in Seattle. Phils scored in the top half of the first inning. Alec Boehm drove in that run. Ryan Kirkering was going to get the start tonight for the Phils, to be followed by Colby Allard. So it was Kirkering serving as the opener for the Phillies in tonight's game. One pitch coming to Kendall Simmons. Lines this one into left center field and falling fast and will find the grass for a base hit. It gets away from the center fielder Ward and everybody's going to move up. So a little bit of confusion between Thompson, the left fielder, and Ward, the center fielder. And somehow or another it got away from them. It's going to be an error on Ward as it rolled under his glove. And everybody moves up one. So it's a base hit for Simmons. And then the error allows Taylor to go to third and Simmons to go to second. So the Phils now have the tying run at the plate in the presence of Trevor Schweck. First error of the ball game against either side. And Schweck 1 for 2 on the night plus a walk. Lifts this one straight away, center field shallow. Braden Ward fighting the raindrops will make the catch. Taylor will tag. The throw is cut off. They will not bother. And they will appeal the play to third, and they're going to say he left early, and they run him up. So they're going to say that Carson Taylor left early, and the ball game is over. Taylor just standing behind home plate in stunned disbelief. And I don't know that anything epitomizes this game any better than that. After the debacle that ended the fourth inning, the ninth inning ends in another. So there'll be a fly out. Trevor Schweck is out on the play, the second out off the hit. And then the throw comes into center field. They appeal Taylor leaving early. They said he left early, and Al Padrique is standing right there, and he did not argue, which would give you the indication that he thought he did too. So the ball game ends, and the Hartford Yard Goats win it by a final score of 3-0. We'll take a break. We'll come back with a post game and a wrap after this.
In continuation of the 275th anniversary of Reading celebration, the our Phils will play as the Reading Keystones on all Thursdays in 2024. Join us for 11 Keystone Throwback Thursdays, thanks to Brooks Career and Technology Center, H&F Heating and Cooling, Rip It Baseball Town Charities Batting Cages, and Lavelle Law Firm. Come celebrate the city of Reading and enjoy some great baseball on Throwback Thursdays in 2024. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL, online at rphils.com, or at the Customers Bank ticket office. Spend some quality time with the family by taking them out to the ball game every Sunday home game at FirstEnergy Stadium. Sundays are Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days, presented by Empire Home Center, Golden Oaks Golf Club, Long Home Products, T-Mobile, and Rip It Baseball Town Charities. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for only $62 when purchased in advance. Join us for Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at all Sunday home games all season long.
So the final score in this one goes 3-0. Hartford wins it on what will be a very frustrating night for the Reading Fightin' Phils. Hartford did all their damage with the long ball. We'll run through the scoring in this one. Yard Goat started it against Seth Johnson, making his Reading Fightin' Phil debut after being traded from the Baltimore Orioles organization in the Gregory Soto trade. And in the first inning, Johnson got the first two batters out, then he walked Yanquiel Fernandez, the leadoff hitter, the 3-hole hitter, to be followed by Warwick Burnable, who had a long, towering home run to left field for the 2-run home run, his 8th of the season, his 55th and 56th RBI of the season as well. And Hartford was on the board first at 2-0. It stayed that way up until the 4th inning. With one out, Zach Kokoski had a line drive to right field. The only question was whether it was going to be high enough. It was definitely an extra base hit. So it was either going to be off the wall, but it was high enough, and it took a splashdown in the pool as well. And it made it a 3-0 game. Seth Johnson did not finish the 4th inning. He got through 2 outs, but he gave up another couple of hits, and Connor Ash came in to get the last out of the 4th inning. So in his debut, Seth Johnson ends up going 3 2/3 innings, 5 hits, gave up 3 runs, all 3 of them earned, and a walk and 3 strikeouts. So he will take the loss in this ball game. And ultimately, the Phils just never able to get enough offense going. Again, 2 costly innings on the base pass for the Phillies. I'll remind you, I talked about it in the 9th inning, or what happened in the 4th inning, and the Phils had the bases loaded, infield pop-up, batter out on the infield fly rule, and then Crawford tried to advance. They threw him out at home. Kemp, in confusion, ran to second base. They threw him out at second. It turned into a triple play, and Hartford got out of that inning. And then again in the 9th inning, Carson Taylor singled with 1 out, then Kendall Simmons singled, and an error on the play put both runners at second and third, and 1 out. Trevor Schwecke had a fly ball to center field. It was shallow. Carson Taylor tug up at third. They threw home. The throw was cut off. Taylor scored, but then they threw immediately to third base to appeal that Taylor left early, and the umpire said he did indeed leave early, and that ended the ball game. Al Padrique did not bother to argue, so you got to assume that he saw it too. And so the game ended on another careless base running play. Whether it matters or not, it would have at least given the Phils a run, but there would have been 2 outs in the inning. When it's all said and done, the game goes the way of the Hartford Yard Goats. So some carelessness on the base pass to be sure tonight for the Fightin' Phils, and in many ways it may very well have cost them the ball game. So that will end it in favor of Hartford. 3 runs on 10 hits, 1 error, and 8 men left on base for the Goats. No runs on 9 hits, no errors, and 7 men left on base for the Fightin' Phils. It delayed by 51 minutes to start it, but it ultimately ends here in defeat for the Reading Fightin' Phils as Hartford wins it. Hartford assures themselves of at least a split in the series as the series rolls into the finale on Sunday afternoon here at the ballpark on another family fun day. The Reading Fightin' Phils and Hartford Yard Goats. 5:15 is first pitch. The Diamond Credit Union Plaza opens up at 4 o'clock. It'll be a matchup tomorrow afternoon of right-handed pitchers, Elberson Castellano for the Fightin' Phils, and Chase Dolander, who started the series for the Yard Goats, will finish it as well on the mound for Hartford. That will do it for tonight's broadcast. For my colleague Jake Starr, who was serving as the PA announcer here at FirstEnergy Stadium, my name is Bob McCool. As always, thank you for listening. Reading Fightin' Phils baseball. Hartford wins it. They're now 19-12 in the second half, and the Fightin' Phils fall to 13-19. One more time, the final score: Hartford 3, Reading 0. Thanks as always for listening to Reading Fightin' Phils baseball here in the Reading Fightin' Phils Radio Network. Hope to see you soon here at the ballpark. Have a great night, everyone, and thanks for listening.